What's going on, guys? My name is Matthew Meir, and today we are going to talk about what it means to be a luxury real estate agent and the traits you should have. Now, I do business here in Asheville, North Carolina. I also dabble in Charlotte, and what I found is that the luxury real estate agent features 4 different traits, and this is what people have asked me. What should you have about yourself that makes you luxury? And everyone thinks the luxury market is different from the normal market. And it's really not. I mean, at the end of the day, when you sell a house, you use the same paperwork, you are doing the same motions. There's nothing that changes when you have a $1 million house versus the $200,000 house, except for perhaps the size and the things you do in due diligence period. Here in North Carolina, we have a due diligence period. And that might be different, but also at the same time, not really. A lot of people think there's like something about clients being in the luxury real estate market. They're more difficult to help and things like that. No, they're also human beings and just like you. So kind of want to give an idea to prospective agents going into the luxury market, and also for luxury clients. Now, if you want to buy or sell a house in the luxury market, your price range $1 million plus, or in Asheville $800,000 plus, this is what you should be looking for in your agents. This helps both sides here. So we'll get right into it. First and foremost, the biggest thing you want to see is, what do they do to market your home? And this is huge in the luxury real estate market. In fact, it's what matters the most, okay? Because any realtor can go to your house, have an interview with you, tell you all the great things about your house, and then they can go back to their office and post information that they just took from you onto the MLS, which is the multiple listing service, if you don't know. And that will distribute all across the internet, Zillow, Trulia, which is owned by Zillow, Realtor.com, and all these different websites. And that's it. That's all they'll do. And that's it. In the luxury real estate market, because you're selling high valued homes, it's harder for someone to put that kind of money out in the first place because it's a big purchase. But at the same time, they have to really want it. And they're not just throwing this money away. We're talking $1 million plus. Why? They're not just going to throw that away. So what you have to do is you have to find an agent who has a marketing method that is very deliberate, very methodical, and consistent, okay? Luxury homes, what I do is I do broker-led video property tours. Now, a lot of brokers nowadays are starting to get into the property tour thing with the video, and that's great. It's better than not. However, I feel like there's a better connection when you have a broker in front of the camera leading you through the house. And that's what you should be getting with a luxury agent, okay? They should be going above and beyond to showcase your home and make it a rock star. So if they're not doing broker-led tours, ask them, get in front of the camera, okay? Because that's what you should be doing. You should be getting in front of the camera, and this is for prospective agents. You should be getting in front of the camera and walking through that house, becoming the expert. Now, if you don't have a person to film you, perhaps a seller can help you because, you're both on the same team. But find someone who can help you, a friend. Tell them, you'll give them a cut if the house sells. Do that and post it on Facebook. You can do Facebook advertising. That's going to go out to thousands of people. You can go out to YouTube. That could possibly go to millions, thousands of people, who knows? And just all these different platforms, iTunes, whatever. And that you'll show the house, okay? And the house is going to get a lot more visibility versus just putting on the MLS, especially if you're not in a market that's very focused on luxury properties. Because being in Asheville, North Carolina, absolutely amazing area, absolutely beautiful, great luxury properties here. However, the market is not focused on luxury properties. So I can't just let it be. It's just going to sit on the market. We have luxury properties here who have been on the market for 3 years. 3 years. 2.5 million. That would sell in 2 seconds in New York City, where the average price in sales is 2.2 million. The second thing that you need to look for in your luxury agent is efforts. Are they putting in the work? So are they doing the property tours? Are they getting things done quickly? Are they communicating with you? Are they making sure that they are letting you know everything that's going on from contract to close, and before and after. Are they still talking to you afterwards? Communication's huge, and that shows the most effort. So what I do is, if I sit down with a client and I'll ask them in my interview, if I'm listing their house, I'll say, when would you like me to contact you, on what kind of a basis? Do you want me a weekly basis, daily basis, every 3 days? Or what do you want? If they say daily basis, then I call them every single day on the phone. If they want a text message every single day, I send them a text message. If they want a text and a call, I call and text. That shows them that I'm doing what I can to get their house sold, because in that phone call, I have to be able to say something. I'm telling them, what I did to market the property. Now, you can't always, there's always stuff you can do, but sometimes you just have to wait for things to happen. But I'm telling them, what my plan is, what we're going to be doing if this doesn't happen. If we sit on the market for a month, what kind of price do we need to reduce to, and so on and so forth. That's huge to a client. And that's huge when you're looking for an agent. You want to know their communication, because that's what makes or breaks a lot of deals. The third thing you want to look for is, do they seem knowledgeable? There's a lot of ways to gain knowledge in real estate. One is to just study straight numbers on your MLS. You can get all kinds of statistics and housing numbers and sale price data, all kinds of different things on the MLS. Mine goes back 12 years. You can go on the Realtor Property Resource, which is another thing that has all kinds of information. It takes all the tax public records and puts them into one thing. You can look at any house on or off market. So you can do that, or you can ride around your neighborhood, look at different houses, see what's on the market. That's a longer way of doing it, but it's nice to see, visualize those houses. Go inside houses for previews, agent previews. That's huge. Now, the fourth thing you want to look for in terms of a real estate agent in the luxury market is personality. In order to evaluate a real estate agent when they come to your house to sell it, or if you're going to buy a house, would you talk to them if they came up to you in a party? That's what I do. I mean, would you want to continue to hold a conversation with them if they came to you at a party? Or would you do your best to get away? And that's a good indication in general in life. But in real estate, you just want to make sure that you're creating a friendly sort of relationship. You don't have to be friends, but you just want to make sure that, you guys are on the same side of the table. You don't want to be adversaries in any way, okay? Another thing you want to look at is, do they have a network? Now, it's hard to sort of know what someone's network is, okay? It's like asking them, how many friends do you have and who are they? And then no one's going to do that, and I don't think you should anyways. But you want to find an agent that might know more than just the people in their local market. You might want to know people that know other places, they've been to other places, they have family in other places, friends in other places. So kind of get their background, where are they from? Where do they, the dialogue continues over time, but you just kind of want to get an idea. This is not the most important thing by no means, but if they happen to have a huge network, awesome. That means that they're a friendly person, they're good at their job probably, and they like to talk about real estate. Those are 3 great things that an agent has about them. So if you hear that at any point during your interview with them, you're doing a great job. Yeah, so those are the 4 things that you need to look for in a luxury real estate agent. I left that experience on purpose because I really think that, as someone who also started with no experience, that's not fair. It's just not. And most of the time, if you can find an agent with those 4 traits, it doesn't even matter if they have experience or not. They have drive, diligence, and passion for what they're doing. And that's all you need. Who needs experience when you have that? Experience comes because of people like that. So if you enjoyed this video, if you haven't already, actually, like the like button, okay? Just click it. Make sure you like it. If you could double like it, I'd like you to, but you can't. And also subscribe. And I will see you in the next one.